NK Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school volleyball, where the Marion Local Flyers will take on the Russia Raiders. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Superior Aluminum, and NK Telco. Tonight's scoreboard sponsor is First National Bank. Keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Timeout sponsor is Precision Strip, and the player of the game is brought to you by NK Telco. Russia's live view sponsor is Superior Aluminum. Welcome again, everyone, to high school volleyball here on NK Telco. This is Tim Kearns along with Tanya Hammonds bringing you tonight's action between Marion Local and Russia. We'll start our preview with the visiting Flyers from Marion Local. They are led by head coach Anthony Chappell and his assistant coach Shelby Pranger. The Flyers, similar to the Raiders, are in a bit of a rebuilding year, having lost 7 seniors to graduation from last year's team and having only 1 senior on this year's varsity squad. 5 of those 7 seniors were the leading scorers for the Flyers last year, with Lindsay Koenig, Reagan Kramer, Stella Hulskamp, Eva Mesher, and Nicole Frank. Koenig, Kramer, and Hulsman also anchored the defense for the Flyers last year with 137 blocks between them. That 2022 squad finished the season at 20-5. They were 7-2 in MAC play, with losses to Coldwater and Versailles, and ending their season with their loss in the tournament to eventual state champion New Bremen. And you may remember from that last year, the one New Bremen loss was to Marion Local. Let's take a look at the 2023 Flyers, the team is managing, and how the team is managing their rebuild this year. They are currently 5-1 on the season. They are 0-1 in MAC play, with a league loss to Minster in a close 3-2 match. Highlight wins of the season are a 3-2 win at Jackson Center, a 3-1 win over Salina, and just this past Saturday, a 3-1 win over Ottawa Glandorf. The Flyers are led by the lone senior outside hitter Nicole Eckstein, with 15 kills, 10 aces, and 20 assists on the year. There are 6 juniors on the team, and they are setter Nicole Evers with 174 assists, 7 aces. Libero Ava Unras with 42 digs and 6 aces on the season. Middle hitter Brooke Evers with 20 kills, 9 blocks, and 4 aces. Outside hitter Rachel Peters with 39 kills and 12 blocks. Defensive specialist Ashley Moeller, 11 aces, and outside hitter Chloe Ronbaum with 15 kills. Sophomore on the squad is middle hitter Grace Moore. She has 43 kills and 26 blocks on the year. Freshman outside hitter Kate Ashman has 45 kills, 6 blocks, and 10 aces. So Russia loses to Jackson Center 2-3. Marion beats Jackson Center 3-2. Both teams have lost to Bremen 3-0. With that, Tanya, I think we should expect a close match this evening. For the Flyers, what are their Keyhole Pizza keys to the game?
Thanks, Tim. This is going to be a fantastic match this evening. But the keys to the game for the Marion Local Flyers are limit the amount of touches that Ronnie Poling has, which could be serving aggressively, or just making sure if she's in the middle, they're, sending it different ways so she doesn't get her hands on the ball as much. Keeping points alive, keeping balls moving, and chasing down those balls that are going long. And make the Raiders move defensively, which, as you talked about, they've spread their offense across the board. They're not super dominant by one girl or another. They've got several girls on double figures with kills and such. So that would be a key to the game, is keeping the Raiders on their toes and making them move around.
All right, with that, let's look at the home team, the Russia Raiders. They are led by their head coach, Aaron Watkins, and assistant coach, David Strunk. The Raiders are now 4-2 on the season overall. They are 2-1 in Shelby County League play. That puts them in 3rd place behind 3-0 Jackson Center and 2-0 Fort Laramie. Having lost to New Bremen and Jackson Center early in the season, Russia is now on a 3-game win streak with their latest 3-0 victory over Houston last Thursday. They have 3 big home games this week. Tonight, of course, it's Marion Local. On Thursday, back to league action against Anna. And Saturday, Covington comes to town. And the Russia Raiders hope to continue their winning ways. The Raiders continue to be led by their seniors, outside hitter Ronnie Pulling. She has 92 kills and 23 blocks, 14 aces on the season. And outside hitter Carly Scott with 70 kills, 3 blocks, and 9 aces. The rest of the young squad is continuing to develop, with senior setter Emma Daypore having 69 assists and 6 aces. Her freshman setting partner in the 5-2, which is run by the Raiders, is Ava Gibson with 107 assists, 3 aces, and 3 kills on the year. As we spoke last week, the Flyers in the Fairlawn game, Tanya, the Raiders spread their offense around and are doing just that. Right now, 7 of their players are in double figures with kills to their credit, and playing good defense with 3 players in double digits for blocks. It'll be interesting to see if the Raiders can use this hometown court advantage to help them out in what looks like a Marion Local team that's probably slightly favored statistically. So for the Raiders, what are their keyhole pizza keys to the game?
The Raiders need to get out fast and play well early. They can't try to come behind with this Flyers team. They'll be able to put you away and keep you down. They also need to continue to serve aggressively. You know, some plays last week we saw where Ronnie Pulling would be aggressive and then would back off a hair just to try to get the ball in because she didn't want to make a mistake. She can't do that. The Raiders can't do that this evening, and they need to block well. They need to not maintain the 3 spots across the net. They need to suck it in a little bit so then they can move a little bit easier because we know the Flyers spread out that offense pretty well.
All right, thanks, Tanya, for that insight. And for the player of the game, the keyhole pizza plays keyhole pizza keys to the game. With that, we will take a short break. We'll be back with the starting lineup and tonight's action.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Now for their starters, number 9.
Welcome back to NK Telco's broadcast of high school volleyball. This is Tim Kearns bringing you the action along with Tanya Hammonds here in Rushie's Claire C. Novo Gymnasium. The starting lineups for the Marion Local Flyers are number 9 junior Evers.
Now for your Raiders.
Number 10, freshman Ashman. Number 13, freshman Maya Eckstein. Number 14, sophomore Grace Muller. Number 20, junior Natalie Evers. And number 26, junior Chloe Rottenbaum. For the Rushi Raiders, the starters are number 1, freshman Celeste Borchers. Number 2, senior Carly Scott. Number 4, senior Ronnie Pulling. Number 8, freshman Ava Gibson. Number 10, sophomore Cora Dosek. And number 11, junior Emma Molenkamp. Again, for the Flyers, it's Evers, Ashman, Eckstein, Muller, Evers, and Ronnenbaum. For the Raiders, it's Borchers, Scott, Pulling, Gibson, Dosek, and Molenkamp. All right, teams are out now. Looks like we've got our down judge checking his lineup. Again, looking forward to a really competitive match tonight, Tanya. As we talked in the pregame, both teams similar records with close loss to 3-0 loss to New Bremen. Jackson Center beats Rushi but loses to Marion Local, so I think we're going to match up real well.
Absolutely. You know, the Raider team this year has been super scrappy, and I look for that from the Flyers as well. You know, they're not your traditional 6', 6'1" girl that we see coming out of a Marion Local country. But I see the scrappiness, and obviously they can put the ball away because they've got, a good number of kills by several girls. So this is going to be a fantastic game, Tim.
Yeah, looking at those heights on their lineup, there is one young lady on their team at 5'10", and she is the tallest. And I'm not sure the last time that happened at Marion Local.
I love that for basketball season, too. I'm not going to lie.
All right, looks like we're ready, and here come the Raiders. Flyers pick it up, and a quick dump there in the middle by number 20, their setter, Natalie Evers. That brings the substitute in. Number 18, libero, Nora Eckstein with the serve. Raiders overpass. Flyers go to the far side. And the Raiders can't handle it. And that is number 28, the junior, Chloe Ronbaum, with that kill on the far side. And the Flyers are up 2-0 here early in this first set. Raiders quick hit. Flyers just dig it out. Here come the Raiders again, coming near side. Scott picked up well by Ronbaum. Raiders are going to just get this one over. Here come the Flyers near side. Tipped by Rushi. They come back to Scott. And she finds the corner. First score for the Raiders, it's 1-2. Flyers lead here in the first. With that, Carly Scott goes back to serve. And the Flyers just get a little knuckleball tip over on the far side. That was 14.
Mulder has some great hang time, so she was able to, she didn't time that right, but she still got a hand on it and put it away for a kill.
Nice serve there by Ronbaum. Raiders back row attack. Nicely picked up by the Flyers. Here comes Rushi again. Gibson goes center. Ronnie Poling sticks out on the Flyer side. And it's 3-2. Marion leads.
They even had 3 girls in a triple block, but they didn't, they didn't push across the net. It was just straight up.
That's long. They're looking for a tip, and they do get the tip. That was number 10, Katie Ashman. Here come the Raiders, nice serve. Flyers on the attack here. That's wide. Tried to go middle to Grace Muller again, but pushed this one wide outside. Rushi back within 1, trailing 3-4. In comes Emma Daypour. Samantha Bell for the Raiders. Comes Eckstein. Muller puts that one in the net. And it's tied on 4s.
Emma Daypour's got a great serve, and she has the ability to make a run with that serve as well, and that will keep pulling in the front row for a little bit longer.
Evers has to scramble a little bit. And just dinks it over. Now Rushi scrambling on that. Here comes Evers near side. Nicely done. Keeter, number 22, the junior outside hitter. With that, Muller back to serve. Nicely done on the far side. Raiders get the point. It's 5-5 on the First National Bank scoreboard. Raiders looking for their first lead here in the first set. Pulling with the jump serve. Evers back set. The Raiders are scrambling. They're not going to be able to catch up with this one. Rachel Keeter just dumped that one over the blocks, and Raiders unable to dig it out. It's 6-5. Flyers back up by 1. Couple Raiders down. Nicely blocked there.
Courtney Flippo read that really well, that block coming off, and just was unable to make connection with it, but she was right there.
Bell just gets it over. Flyers up 7-5. Blocked at the net. And they're going to call number 2, Scott, on the Raider side in the net. Flyers extend their lead to 3 points now. Biggest lead of this first set. Moore serving. Ashman. Number 10 Ashman was serving there. But the Raiders come away with a point. Down now 8-6. That is long. That's the first service error on the night. And the Flyers back up by 3.
One thing defensively the Raiders are going to have to do is make sure they don't get sucked into that middle too much. And Natalie Evers does a really good job of looking to dump or looking to get it in that middle. But the Flyers hitters go a little bit deeper, like we saw against Fairlawn as well. Fairlawn does the same thing.
Number 13, Maya Eckstein back to serve. Raiders need to find their groove here. And they get a point there off the missed block. Kill goes to Carly Scott. It's 10-7 on the First National Bank scoreboard. Flyers in the lead here. David Gibson. And for the Raiders, she sends that one long. It's back up to a 4-point lead for the Marion Local Flyers. For 18, Nora Eckstein, the libero, back to serve for Marion. Rushi's still struggling with the passing. Evers goes far side. Ron Baum. That gets stuck on Rushi's side in the net on the attempted block there. Raiders just not with enough effort behind that. That's 12-7 now, Marion Local. Raiders are going to call a timeout, a precision strip timeout, and we'll take a timeout with them here on NK Telco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to NK Telco Sports. We have the Marion Local Flyers at Russia Raiders tonight. We're in set 1, the Raiders trailing 7-12, now trailing 8-12.
Good timeout.
Nice timeout there, causing the
I'm sure that was his
error.
plan.
Now Raiders trying to get back in this, can't quite find their groove. Chance here with the free ball, going to go back, go attack. Picked up by the Flyers, they go far side to Ronbaum. Blocked at the net by the Raiders. And there's some miscommunication. Second ball probably should have been the setters.
It absolutely was the setter's ball. But did you see Carly Scott after the play? She said, "My bad. That was on me." She knew. And you know your adrenaline gets running. You just want to try to help out and get the ball.
There's a nice hit on the Raider side by Emma Molenkamp. Nice kill in the far corner. Gives them a chance again. Still trailing by 4. It's 13-9. Marion Local leading here in the first. Going to do a little floor maintenance. I don't know if there's might be something dripping. That's an area that they had to pay a little bit of attention to during the JV game, so I think there may be some condensation up in the
And the weird thing was, is the umpire asked the girl about 2 plays before, "Is it good? Are you good?" And she said yes. And then that looked like it could have been some paint, she could have hurt something.
Well, both places there, so I think we've got a little bit of condensation, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Here comes Courtney Flippo for the Raiders. Weaver's back set. Nicely done there. Grace Moore put that one down.
The Flyers have been serve receiving very well tonight, which is why I'm assuming they have a 14-9 lead.
From serve, Natalie Evers. Gibson comes across. They call that a double. It's 15-9. Flyers starting to get on a roll here. Raiders go to Molenkamp, picked up by the Flyers. Just going to get this over. Free ball for the Raiders. Big chance here. Get some momentum. And they do. Number 1, Celeste Borchers, the freshman outside hitter. The nice kill there. Here comes Dayport to serve for the Raiders and take the setting spot. Evers back set. Picked up by Rushi. We're going to the center. Poland puts that one away.
You better bring 3 against her because she smokes it.
I think that might be the game plan every time she's gone up in the middle. Marion's had 3 blockers there trying to do something. They do maintain a 5-point lead. See what they can do here. Just going to get it over. Raiders got another chance to put a point on the board. Pulling again. She backs off this time. It runs into the net. 16-11. Marion Local.
The front row didn't like that. They wanted her to hammer it. They stood up and said, "Hit the ball."
Peters with the serve for Marion Local. Raiders go to Bell. Just gets it over. Here's Poling. She takes care of the overhit, or the overpass on the Marion Local side. Raiders still trying to get some momentum, down 4.
The last couple of times that Ronnie has approached the net, there is only 2 blockers, and they're keeping the girl on the right-hand side back, which is traditionally where she likes to dump it if she doesn't go for the slamma-jamma. So they kept that girl back the last couple of times, and she tried to take something off of it, but
it's 17-12. Flyers maintain that 4 or 5-point cushion. Raiders trying to get into this thing. And there's Scott with a nice kill to keep them within 4 now, 13-17. Celeste Borchers back to serve. A little too much on that one. That's 4 service errors by the Raiders. And they're down 5. It's 18-13, Marion Local.
it's the equivalent to a walk in baseball.
Yeah. And there's an ace. Served up by Maya Eckstein. It's 19-13. Marion. Rushi calls timeout, a precision strip timeout, and we'll take a timeout with them here on NK Telco Sports.
Carriage Works has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to NK Telco Sports. Volleyball action here at Russia. The Raiders hosting the Marion Local Flyers, down 13-19, and Flyers are serving. Raiders go to the middle to Scott. And another kill for Scott here in the first set. Raiders now down 5.
According to my records, the Raiders are leading in kills right now, but are definitely leaving it in service errors, which is creating this difference. When they score, they're putting the ball away. They got to limit their errors right now.
Scrappy Marion Local teams. And nicely done again. The Raiders go to Scott, and she gets the kill off the attempted block on the Marion Local side. Raiders down 4. Trying to get back in this thing. Scott just going to get it over. Nicely done, but picked up. Here comes Ronenbaum. They hit the net. Orushi. Raiders hit the net. I thought Ronenbaum came through the net and got it, but it must have been a Rushi hand.
They're saying Dovsek.
It's 2015. Marion Local. Nora Eckstein back to serve and serves that one long. Raiders Scott with the serve. Ronenbaum on the near side. Scott can't get to it. There's another kill. It's 21-16. Carrie Ronenbaum back to serve. That's long. So a couple quick errors by the Marion Local Flyers. Wonder if the Raiders can take some advantage here. They need
definitely.
to. It's 21-17.
And Muller's still in the front row, so she's very dangerous to dump backwards or to dump something. So they've got to stay on their toes.
It's just what the Raiders need, an ace out of their freshman, or rather sophomore libero, Courtney Flippo. 21-18, Raiders trail here in the first. And there's what the Raiders didn't need. Their fifth, at least I have them for their fifth service error here in the first. They're down 4. Natalie Evers back to serve. Raiders go to the middle of the pulling. That's tipped with a hit inside anyways. 22-19. Daypore and Bell come in for the Raiders. Back set, nicely done there. Grace Moeller finding a big gap. 23-19, Marion Local. Raiders able to get within 3. They really need to stop now. Overpass there, nicely done by Daypore.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to call her over?
Yeah.
Yep. Got a foot over the center line.
I think they considered an attack.
Back row attack.
Yeah.
24-19, Marion Local. And there's a nice serve. Big dive at the end. Marion Local takes the first one, 25-19 over Russia. We'll take a timeout here. We'll be right back with more volleyball on NK Telco Sports.
When I graduated from Salina, I didn't know much about the job market here.
I knew I wanted to come back to the area.
I went to Hometown Opportunity where I was looking for a local job.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me.
Linked me directly with those local companies.
And the last 6 months have been wonderful to feel that family environment again.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
NK Telco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity volleyball action on NK Telco cable or the NKT.TV app. Channel 156 tomorrow at 5:30, Channel 159 Thursday at 5:30. That's 5:30 p.m. On Channels 3 and 503, September 12th at 2 p.m. and September 13th at 4 p.m. will be replays of tonight's match. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Also like to thank our additional sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Carriage Works, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. Well, Tanya, we talked about Marion Local being a little bit of a rebuilding, but they're rebuilding with 6 juniors, so maybe not quite the rebuild that the Raiders are going through.
Don't feel so bad for them.
Raiders going to have to dig deep as they're down 1 early here. And they take advantage there. Nicely done by Emma Mullenkamp on the far side for the Raiders. The junior outside hitter coming into tonight with 16 kills and 12 blocks. Had a nice kill on the far side. But Evers tries to dump it. Raiders pick it up. Here comes. Call the double. Cora Dosek timing a little bit off and tried just to push it over. Ended up with a double.
Well, and I think, again, that goes back to not wanting to make a mistake. That's what I think that one was, because I think she had the opportunity to attack it.
There's senior Ronnie Pulling with a nice kill in the middle. Raiders up 2-1 on the First National Bank scoreboard. Evers nicely set on the outside there to Ashman.
And I don't think the Raider block is timing it off. I think they're in the wrong position. I think they need to move their block in just a hair there. They're trying to take away the line, I think, and we haven't seen anything down the line yet. Everything's cross court.
Here's Pulling with another kill in the middle. That's 3-2 Rushi.
Our line judge is trying to be super nice, and the umpire tells her to come back.
I've done that line judge before, and one of the first things they tell you is don't bother with the ball. Your job is to be a line judge.
It's fun to go to college games and see them, they're having other teams volunteer or be voluntold to roll the ball. They've got like 4 balls at the same time. That's fun to watch.
All right, Raiders, Flyers tied 3-3 here in the second. Peters with a nice serve. Raiders go to Pulling. She's just going to dink it over. Going to have to get back on defense near side. Nicely blocked there by Pulling. Here come the Flyers again. This time it comes off the side of the block. That's a Marion Local point. They're now up 4-3 here in the second. Sorry, that's Ashlyn Moeller back to serve. Way to just get it over. That one goes long. I think they were looking for maybe a tip. That was Evers on the far side.
If they'd have called a tip, I wouldn't have complained about it because I'm not so sure there wasn't either.
Ties things up at 4-4 here in the second. Nora Eckstein in for the Flyers. That one just gets over. Brooke Evers, another kill there. 5-4, Marion Local. Evers go to the middle, nicely done. Celeste Borchers off the attempted block on Marion's side. Ties things back up at 5.
That's a hard hit to attempt when you're kind of going blind from where the net's at. It's coming from behind you as a middle hitter, and Celeste Borchers did a great job putting that ball away.
Flyers go back to Ronbaum. Nicely done, nice kill. 6-5, Marion Local.
Ronnebaum did a great job there, but the Raider block, I think, didn't have any clue that it was going there. I think they were estimating it, or anticipating it, not estimating, going to the middle, and was sucked in that way a little bit.
Raiders get the point back and tie it up again. Evers, far side, Ronenbaum again. There's the block by the Raiders that they've been struggling with, but got it that time.
Emma and Cora have done a really nice job on Ronenbaum. I think she doesn't want that rotation. They've got her time down, and they did a really good job there. And they did earlier in the other set.
Evers back set this time.
Nice.
This time it's Dosek in the middle with the block. 8-6 Rushi.
Offensively, those two will get it together as they get more experience on varsity. This is, Emma being a junior is her first experience on varsity. And Cora being a sophomore, they'll get more experience, but blocking may make a huge difference out there on that right side.
Raiders had the blockers in the right place, and Courtney Flippo picked that one up, but unable to get it over.
That was a very nice defensive play by Courtney Flippo.
There's a little mistiming in the center from between Scott and Gibson on the Raider side, and all of a sudden it's tied back up at 8 here. There's Scott making up for those last two mishits with a nice kill off the attempted block from the Marion Local front line. It's 9-8 Rushi.
Some of these younger players on the Raiders team are asking to play several different positions. One time they'll be on the outside, next time they'll be on the right side, then they'll be in the middle. They have a lot of shoes to fill.
And they're looking for a tip, but no tip. It goes out wide. It's tied back up at 9s. Bowling trying to tip it to the edge of the line there. Missed it just wide, and the Flyers go ahead. It's 9-10. Raiders trailing. Comes Ronenbaum. Bowling into the net. This time that one. 9-11. Flyers on a 3-point run here. Raiders call a timeout, a precision strip timeout, and we'll take that with them. And we'll be right back on NK Telco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Remind everyone to stick around after the match. We'll give you the statistics for the match tonight and the NK Telco player of the game when we're finished. Right now, Marion Local leads 11-9 here in the second, and they lead 1-0 in sets. Taking the first set, 25-19 over Rushi. There's a service there on the Marion side, and it's 11-10, Rushi trailing, but with the service. Libero Flippo. Evers back set, and that one goes long. Grace Mueller, sophomore middle hitter for the Flyers, couldn't get on top of that. And we're tied at 11. There's a miss hit in the back row. Chance for the Raiders. But it slips past them, and Flyers go into the lead 12-11. Raiders with an overpass. They're just going to get this one. A lot of scrambling going on here. And the Flyers get that one. Grace Mueller just had nice extension, nice hang time, able to just get to that one and put it in the back row. 13-11 Flyers. And there's an ace. 14-11. Raiders called a timeout and had some momentum, but it's gotten away from them. Flyers are back rolling again, up 3 here in the second. And there's another ace. It's 15-11. Raiders forced to call another timeout to try and stop the momentum here. And we'll take a timeout with them here on NK Telco Sports.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to NK Telco Sports. Volleyball action here at Rushi. The Flyers from Marion Local lead the second set 15-11 and lead in sets 1-0. Raiders need to dig deep here if they're going to stay in this thing. Nicely blocked there. Grace Mueller extends and puts that one back. It's 16-11. Raiders go to the middle. Their answer pulling, and she does just that. Hits the line. It's 16-12. The Raiders trail by 4. Bell and Daypor in on the rotation for the Raiders. Evers back set. Muller. Raiders scramble and they get it over. Here they come again. Evers goes far side. Too close to the net. Ashman not able to get to that ball.
Very nice pickups. I can't even tell you who it was. It was like bang, bang, bang. They give some other teams fits.
Here come the Flyers again. Blocked at the net by Ruschi. Ashman going to get it over this time. Raiders go to Scott, or rather Borchers.
Good pickup.
Good pickup by Scott. Here comes Borchers. Pushes back to the corner. Flyers are scrambling.
Wow.
Raiders actually roll off another point. That's 3 in a row. It's 13-16. Raiders scrapping and trying to get back in this one.
The problem with the scrapping is it pulls your middle hitter out of it a lot. And Poling needs to be able to get her hand on the ball a little bit more.
Here comes Evers, back set. Picked up nicely by Ruschi. Here come the Borchers, blocked at the net. Muller right there alongside Rachel Keeter.
They're reading her cross-court attack very well. One thing Borchers can do is go down towards the line. Now the set has to be there to be able to do that, but they're picking up on her across court very well.
Flyers nicely blocked at the net. Here comes Bell, blocked again. Peters and Evers there on the net for the Flyers. It's 18-14. Flyers are starting to run a little bit themselves. 2 quick points here with Muller. That one went long. Muller rather in the serving position. Ashley Muller runs that one long for the service error. 18-15. Raiders trail. Raiders need some serves out of their senior, Ronnie Poling. Evers far side. Raiders nicely blocked at the net. They go to Scott. Picked up though. Here comes Scott again. And that one's not going to, yes, that one's going to make it over. Bell tried a quick hit. Flyers pick that one, nicely done by Flippo. Here comes Scott. She finds the line. What a rally. Both sides. 18-15. Flyers in the lead here in the second.
That was a lot of fun to watch, and that brought energy back to this Raider crowd too.
Here come the Flyers. Evers goes far side. Picked up, and there's a kill. Nothing like digging on the line to get a kill, but that's what it's going to go into the books as for Ronnie Poling. 18-17. Flyers don't have an answer for the Raiders right now in this lineup with Poling serving.
Marion Local's coach is asking question of, there was a ball that came in from the outside almost into play. It was not into play, and it did not interrupt the play that was going on at that time.
Raiders with the free ball. Back set to Bell. Evers just going to get this one over. Bayport comes near side. Scott blocked at the net nicely. Evers and Keeter again there for the Flyers. 19-17. Flyers in the lead with the serve. And that's going to be an ace right when they needed it. They get it. Kate Ashman, the freshman, 5'8", outside hitter. Playing a real nice game tonight for the Flyers. Gets an ace and's coming out the Raiders again. They pick it up this time. Scott off the block and out of bounds. Raiders get the point.
That was a good decision by Carly Scott. The set brought her in a little bit further, and she was able to go down the line, and she had a lot more room, and so if she did have an error, just gave her a lot more room to work with.
2018, Marion Local in the lead. Raiders trying to get back in this and tie it at 1. nicely blocked at the net. Rushi just gets it over. Here comes Marion Local. Evers, far side. Ronenbaum. Poling can't handle it. She was there on the line, but too strong. Marion 21, Rushi 18. In a game of many runs, here come the Marion Local Flyers trying to put one long enough to win this. Poling is blocked at the net. Ronenbaum, far side. She's blocked at the net. Raiders just give it over. Nicely played there. Quick dump, but Rushi picks it up. Daypor, middle. Misplayed there. Molenkamp thinking about a little dink on the side, but doesn't get enough behind it. It's 22-18, Marion. And there's another one that goes in the crowd. Several late aces here by the Flyers. Gonna put things away. It's 23-18. Here comes my Eckstein again. Daypor goes to Bell. Picked up. Evers, far side, Ronenbaum. Rushi picks this one up. Daypor. Near side to Scott. Nicely done by Marion to pick that one up. Middle. Molenkamp. Nicely done. 23-19. Raiders with a temporary stop to the Marion run. Trail by 4. Marion tries a quick dump, but Rushi gets it. Nicely blocked by Marion at the net. Here comes Scott, and that goes right in the net. 24-19. Eckstein back for the Flyers with the serve. Evers goes far side, Ronenbaum. Raiders block, can't stop it. 25-19. Same as the first one. Rushi a little closer this time throughout, but in the end, Marion Local pulls away. They're now up 2-0. 25-19, 25-19. We'll take a break here on NK Telco Sports.
Looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to NK Telco Sports. Tim Kearns along with Tanya Hammonds bringing you volleyball action here at Rushi's Claire Cinevo Gymnasium. The Rushi Raiders hosting the Marion Local Flyers. Raiders down now 2-0. Flyers take both sets, 25-19, 25-19. Tanya, the second set seemed a little closer, and it was throughout until that very end where Marion went on a bit of a run and took the win.
Like we talked about, there was a ton of blocks in that game, which is kind of unusual. I think for the Flyers, I had more blocks than kills. I think they scored more points that way than kills, but the Raiders got to find an answer for Ronenbaum on the outside. I think the last time out, she went down the line once, so they've got to do a better job of bringing their block in just a hair. And then the outside or the back row hit defensive specialist can then get in a better position where she needs to be able to receive the ball.
All right, we've got the lineup set. I believe the Raiders will be serving, and they are. Back to serve number 8, freshman Ava Gibson. She gets things underway here in the third. Evers goes backside. Raider block, can't quite get there. Brooke Evers. Evers to Evers, and it's 1-0, Marion.
I hope they're sisters.
Nora Eckstein.
Nothing like playing with your sibling.
There's a nice block. Like Grace Muller there. It's 2-0 Marion. And here comes Eckstein again. Scott gets it over. And nicely done, back row. Eckstein just stood there and nice drive over the middle. Raiders unable to handle it in the back row. It's 3-0. Do a little work on the floor, maybe some.
It's like 90 degrees outside. Why would anybody be hot? They do have the air on here, and it feels really good, but yeah. Humidity sneaks in when people go in and out the doors.
All right, we're ready to get back underway. Here comes Nora Eckstein. Raiders handle this one. Middle, Scott. Evers, far side, Ronenbaum blocked, but looks like the Flyers are going to get to it. They don't. Nice effort, but couldn't quite get it over.
There's that big block by Josek and Molenkamp that slowed Ronenbaum down. So maybe Carly Scott can get the Raiders on a run, which she most definitely can.
Evers going to the middle there, 14. Grace Muller. Middle hitter hangs up there.
She has such great hang time. It allows her to hit over the block. However, the defender was playing where the block wasn't, which is exactly where she should have been. Somebody's just got to go after the ball.
Nicely blocked there by Marion. Now back on the attack. Raiders with the block. Just get it over, and they do, right off the block of Grace Muller. This time she couldn't get in front of it. It's 4-2 Marion. Rushi with the serve. Back is Flippo. That one goes in the net. Sends Natalie Evers back to serve. Raiders go to the middle, pulling. Tip to the net. Here comes the strong hit off the blocks. That's Ashman on the far side for the Flyers. 6-2 Marion. A little mistiming on the Raiders side. That one into the net.
Little surprised we didn't get a double on Ava Gibson that time, and you could see it all over her face. But you know that's not where she wanted the set to go. You could see the frustration.
Makes it 7-2. Marion here in the third, leading 2-1, and the Raiders take a precision strip timeout. We'll take a timeout with them and be right back on NK Telco Sports. Welcome back to NK Telco Sports. Just in time to watch another ace from the Marion Local side. Starting to gain momentum here are the Flyers in the third. Now up 8-2. Timeout didn't help the Raiders slow down the Flyers. Done a little bit better there, and there's Pulling. Pushes one to the back corner.
There she displayed her hang time. She hasn't had to do that much tonight. She's really been, her timing's been really on, and Gibson and Dayport have been doing a great job to her. But there she had a little bit of hang time and sent it deep.
8-3 Marion. Raiders can't let this one get away with them. They're already down 2-0. And there's Grace Muller again, calling her name a lot tonight. She comes out. In comes Ashlyn Muller. And she goes back to serve. It's 9-3 Marion. Bayport goes to the middle of the Pulling. No tip, that one goes long. 10-3. And here comes Muller to serve. Bayport, near side to Bell. Evers goes far side. Ashman, Raiders pick it up. Raiders go to the middle of Pulling. Nicely done, but can they get to it? A lot of scrambling, and they can't. Almost picked up there by Chloe Ronenbaum in the back row, but not quite. (10-4) Raiders trail. Raiders able to put a roll together in this rotation in the second set, but not this time. Service error. 11-4. Marion Local just gives it back.
Exchange service errors.
Raiders goes far side. That's long. Tried to go to the Ronenbaum. Didn't do it this time.
Eckstein does a very good job on serve, receive, and playing defense.
And there's a service error on the Raider side. 12-6. Flyers in the lead. Molenkamp tries to cut that for the Raiders, couldn't quite get to it.
That was a nice save by Emma Dayport. That ball was really close to the net. She did a good job of saving that and getting it up.
It's 13-6. Flyers in the lead here in the third. They lead 2-0. Raiders going to call a precision strip timeout, and we'll take a timeout with them and be right back on NK Telco Sports. We are back here at Rushi. The Flyers lead the Raiders 2-0 in sets, and they're up 13-6 here in the third. Raiders just call a timeout to try and stop the momentum. And the Flyers answer with an ace from Maya Eckstein.
Couple Ecksteins, couple Mollers, couple Evers.
Raiders Scott, but picked up. Here comes Ronenbaum. That was picked up by Pulling. Here comes Scott. Nicely done, just inside the back line.
She played that one really good.
Raiders down 7, need to start chipping away, need to get 2 or 3, 4 points on their set, on their service. Here comes Ronenbaum. She's going to try and tell them no. It doesn't. It goes long. Raiders get 1, 14-8. Trying to chip away at this Marion lead are the Raiders. Evers back set. Raiders pick it up nicely. Can they get it over? They do. Here come the Flyers. Evers, far side, Ronenbaum winds up. That one stopped. Scott gets it over. Evers again goes to the far side. This one they can't get to, the Raiders. Nicely tried by pulling along the line, but you give Ronenbaum that many chances, she's going to get one to hit the floor. It's 15-8, Marion.
Pulling is crazy good. Like, that's hard to do all that she's expected to do.
Here comes Molenkamp. She does get the dink this time.
Very nice.
Nicely done. Had 2 blockers stretched out there.
Emma's had a really good game. I think maybe 4 or 5 kills and maybe just as many blocks.
Yep. It's 15-9. Flyers in the lead here in the third. Evers back set. And a little dink there. Ronenbaum on the near side this time. Shows her versatility and just dinks that one past
She's got the whole package as well. You know, she makes contributions at the net in the back row when she's serving, with the exception of the service.
There.
Yeah.
It's 16-10, Flyers lead. Raiders can't get close. Been 5-6 points here. That hits the line, nicely done. Haven't heard Grace Muller's name in a while, but there she is.
Like we talked about earlier, the difference in rebuilding for these two teams is the Flyers are rebuilding with a group of juniors who've played together for a long period of time, and the Raiders are still trying to figure each other out. They've got multiple from each grade.
Nicely done in the middle there by pulling, just dinks it over the blockers. 17-11. Still that 6-point lead. Cushion that the Flyers built early in this set and just been riding it since about 8-2. That's wide. Point for the Raiders. (17-12). Rishi trailing. Running out of time. Nicely blocked at the net by pulling. That one catches the line. Ashman on the far side there. The Flyers do pass around the scoring, and they're starting to hear Ashman's name and Muller's name again. 18-12 Flyers. Raiders going to the middle, pulling. Runs that one right into Ashlyn Muller.
She cut that one really sharp. She had to have, because she had those 3 blockers there, and that one just caught the inside and jammed her.
Raiders were down 5, and then they have the service error. Now down 6 again, 13-19.
That's the one thing tonight with pulling. I don't think she's aggressively serving the ball. She's standing, serving, and that does preserve some energy too. It's tough, and she's asked to do a lot. So maybe that's the case, but she doesn't look to be serving as aggressively as she normally does.
And Borchers with the serve. Evers far side, Ronenbaum, and she finds the floor. Blockers couldn't get there for the Raiders. 20-14. Raiders down 6 again. Eckstein. Raiders going to scramble to get this one over, and they do. Free ball, Flyers, far side, run bomb. She's just going to dink it. Raiders pick it up. And there's a kill for Scott, an assist for Poling.
In that situation for Ronnebaum, I don't think that was the best decision. She was exploding to the ball. The Raiders are all the way on the left side of the court and trying to readjust and get situated, and she just dumps it. So, to me, she should have killed it. The Raiders did a fantastic job of capitalizing on it and then putting the ball away.
Here she comes again. This time, blockers get to it. The Raiders are going to just get it over. Evers back again, Ronnebaum. And a little miscommunication on the Raider side. Poling was there, but I think that was Dosek. Dinked it out. It's 21-15. Flyers with the serve. Ronnebaum blocked this time nicely.
Oh,
yep,
no block.
They're going to call for not a block. Saying it didn't make it over the net. Either way, Raiders get the point, but still down 5, 21-16.
We'll take it.
Evers, Moeller. Raiders scrambling. Can they get to it? I think they will. They do. Here come the Flyers. Evers, far side, Ronnebaum. Raiders pick this one up. Go to the middle. Nicely blocked. I think that was Moeller, and it was Grace Moeller.
Scott read that ball really well and picked it up, and unfortunately the Flyers had a night. For them they had a great block, but it was a great pickup.
22-16, 23-16. Another ace on the Flyer side. That's Chloe Ronnebaum having a real good game tonight. The Raiders, number 10, Cora Dosek. Nicely hit off the blockers, or attempted block on the Marion side. It's 23-17. Evers the middle, but Moeller blocked it out of bounds. Pulling there for the Raiders, but just glanced off her arm. 24-17. Set match point. And the Raiders can't get to it. Miss hit there at the net. And Marion Local takes the third, 25-17. They take the match 3-0. Be back in just a moment. We'll take a precision strip timeout. Be back with our unofficial stats of the game and the NK Telco player of the game right after this short break.
One of the biggest questions people have about broadband internet is, what speed do I need? That depends on how many devices you have, how many people are using them at the same time, and how much bandwidth each device is using. To put it simply, the higher the demand on your home network, the more speed you need. Call NK Telco today. One of our customer care specialists can help you find the best speed for your home. We make it easy.
Welcome back to NK Telco Sports volleyball action here at Russia in the Claire C. DeVoe Gymnasium. The Raiders falling to the visiting Marion Local Flyers. 25-19, 25-19, 25-17 puts the Raiders at 4-3 on the year. The Flyers go to 6-1. Tanya, what are our unofficial stats and who is our NK Telco player of the game?
So unofficially for the Flyers, we have 27 kills, 8 aces, 8 service errors. So those knock each other out, and 14 blocks. For the Raiders, I had 31 kills, no aces this evening, which we talked about serving aggressively is one thing they had to do. 9 service errors and 9 blocks. And as we discussed, we felt like we saw a lot of improvement out of Emma Mullenkamp tonight, where she had around maybe 5-6 kills. And, about the same amount of blocks. So we're going to give the NK Telco Player of the Game to Emma Molenkamp.
Thanks again, everyone, for joining us tonight here at NK Telco. Remember, we'll be back Thursday night as the Russia Raiders host the Anna Rockets in Shelby County League play. Until then, everybody have a wonderful week and have a good night.